Hey, it's time for another random room. Today we are in Don't Play This Dumb Hold. The level is Some Dumb Rooms, and the room is Quince North, once east. Now, I did actually record a video for this already, but it was 50 minutes. It was very boring, and at the end I somehow managed to get a better score. But it wasn't worth watching me sort of blather on for 50 minutes. So I'm doing another one. I'll go over the basics of the room. You can see we've got single brain, which we can't kill from the outside, so we've got to go through here. There are a room full of Wubbas, and we do have 3 fire traps. And because all the Wubbas are brain, they're not going to do anything. They're all heading towards the brain, and they will go around the fire traps. So the only thing we can do is to make ourselves unbrained, which we can do by dropping the trapdoor on bridge, and then we can do something like this until we've got a path out. Then we can come in and go through and out. So as far as optimizing this goes, well, first off, there's the easy bit, which is dealing with these trapdoors. The fastest method is to come in from this side and drop them like that. Then you become unbrained just after turn 9. So that's easy. The second minor thing is to become brained and unbrained efficiently, you want to be moving diagonally on the raft. So if I go back and forth like this, you can see I'm becoming brained and unbrained. And so actually solving the room involves getting rid of enough Wubbas that you can go around them to hit the brain. Now you can, so the way I did it just before was I had this column clear and this row. And then because they're brained, once you go in, they won't want to attack you on the diagonal. So I'll come this way. You can leave 1 in this column, but you do need to make sure you've got your sword this way and position yourself like that. That leaves this square where your sword is empty and will allow you to go through. You do have to turn your sword at the end to get out, to kill the brain, which is a waste of turn. And the other reason for not doing it this way is that you have to, because of the way the Wubbas go, you do have to sort of wait down here by at the bottom. Like if I come up fast, you can see that the Wubbas already clump up, and I don't have a space to get my sword in, so I am sort of stuck waiting here. So in general, you do want to clear this column completely. The other thing to worry about is you do need to be able to step off this tunnel, so you do need this square to be clear. So when I was doing it, I did have a bunch of times where and getting into that position where I had the column clear, but not the row. Do it. So there the column's clear, but if I step off now, yeah, you can see that I am trapped. I can't get out here. So you want, so basically, yeah, you need these ones. You've got this column and you've got this sort of triangle here. And so to clear the ones in this column, there's sort of a play-off here. To clear this column, you need them to fall back this way, so you need them to be unbrained. But to clear this triangle, you need them to be stepping up, so that they're brained. So it is a little bit. You can't just sort of concentrate on one thing. Because normally you'd just be concentrating on getting as many Wubbas into the fire traps as possible. But if you sort of exclusively do that, then these ones don't get cleared out as fast, and they end up trapping you a bunch. I don't know if there's much more to say about the basic sort of strategy, because you are just dealing with sort of a horde of monsters. A lot of it is kind of random. At the start, they're in order. They are in a nice order, so everything's in an order, sort of left to right and then top to bottom. So that's sort of maybe you can sort of use that for some sort of strategy, but I couldn't see anything obvious to do with that. Yeah, I mean my strategy that I came up with. I mean, I wouldn't call it a strategy. It's just sort of trying things. You want to sort of when you are unbrained, you want to be sort of having trying to kill two at once. If there's only one, it's less efficient. But at the same time, because you need to clear the triangle, you want to have you want to be using brained moves for that. So I think what I did come up with is I'm going to look at it in a minute because I'm not going to spend another hour replaying this. We'll just have a look at the demo. I did start, I think, with clearing 2 columns and then a couple of brain moves just to get some of these out of the way pretty quickly. Something like this. And the way I was timing myself was the time to step off this raft. So 33, I think, is slow. You can see here that I am blocked in. I need to well, I'm stepping off here. 36. If you clear enough Wobbas away, you also can sometimes get a good diagonal. Come up here, which saves a few turns from having to sort of run around like that. I mean, this isn't that bad. 64 killing the brain gives you a 73 on the out. But yeah. All right, let's take a look at the history, which I didn't bring up before. Actually, let me just reload it because this is before I started playing it the first time. 5 north, once east. Pull up the history, and I'll show it to you. There you go, so that's what it looks like now. So you can see people sort of really haven't been optimizing it very much. I think people were just playing through it. I think this might have been having a go because it is pretty close to a good score, like the best score. But yeah, I mean, as always, like the first one generally isn't going to be. It's just someone playing the game, it's not trying to optimize at all. But it's still good to have a look at, see sort of the first sort of impression of a room, as it were. Let's take a look. So you can see here sort of unbraining and braining is taking more than one step to walk to the other side of the raft. And I mean, yeah, again, this is already done. Like, you don't need to kill that many Wubbas, you just need sort of the column and here cleared to get it done. But yeah, no one's trying to optimize it the first time they play a room. So here's the 93. Have I? Oh, sorry. I've just not done that, so you've missed something. Alright, let's just watch the first one again. And we'll put on uniform speed. Okay, so that's 132. The second score is a 93. So that's clearing sort of making sure that the westernmost column is clear. Okay, so it's a 74. So this is going to be fairly efficient, I think. So all clear, but we do need to. Oh yeah, no, they're on the bottom part, on the bottom, so we can hop out. 74. Now my 70 attempt is not that one, it's this one. We kill the brain on 61 and get out. Let me just check my step off here. 33, so that's fairly efficient, and the one I just did an hour or two ago here. So 29, so that's, yeah, where the saving comes from. As soon as you step, the sooner you step off, then the less chance you have to anything to do here. Actually, and we can sort of look at how efficient this is. Like, we've only got two others here where we could have, like, we could have killed two others less. I don't think this fire trap does. Sorry about that. I don't think the top fire trap does anything useful. It's just clearing these ones without getting in your way at all. Yeah. Is there anything else I want to say? I did also try having my sword to the northwest, which lets you save one turn on this corner, but you lose the extra turn in having to turn your sword back to get the brain. That would only work if you couldn't manage to step here in time, which I don't think you can. I'm just going to check that actually. So I'm one turn behind because I turned my sword, but here, that's, yeah, they're not coming down if I'm taking the most diagonal route through there. So I mean, there is probably some improvement still to be made, potentially, but so that was yeah, two Wubbas. They do need to sort of all fit themselves into the right pattern. Yeah, and you still need to clear this column. Yeah, 67. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's going to be it for today. Yeah, thanks for watching. I might sort of do this sort of play first and then quick episode after again in the future because, yeah, watching me sort of, I'm going to through a bunch of trial and error sort of play isn't really interesting, I think. But yeah, thanks for watching this one. I'll see you next time. Bye.